What's up, I'm the White Guy, and today we're back with some more custom tracks. Today we are on, I believe it's Beta Supercross track is the title, which I'm not really going to bother trying to get the name of the track right, because it's a beta track I was asked to look at, and I think it actually wasn't that, like, 2-hour live stream thing I put up the, oh, I've already gone the wrong, I've put quite a few laps on this track now, and for the most part I know where I'm going, so that one, sometimes I get screwed up at the start because I'm an idiot, but this wasn't that 2-hour live stream thing I put up. I was racing, I think it was either Motor Tank or Stallion Fire, one of them I was racing against, and I lost badly, but at one point in racing I just started pulling out tricks because I give up. Anyways, so far, my opinion of this track is I like this track quite a bit, and I'd love to see it get finished. Just there are a couple things. Ooh, I like these little hip jumps there. That's something different. I love that. But I'll show you this right now. Actually, if I just like do some donuts or something right here, just to start digging up bits of the track. Something just needs to be fixed before this is officially released. Is a full track because you dig up grass. And so like when the ruts you dig into the track after you put down laps, start digging up grass instead of digging up like mud or something. Well, that was almost kind of cool. But yeah, that's a minor issue there, which I'm not going to complain about that too much because it's a beta track, and yeah, as long as for right now it rides pretty well, I like it, and I'd love to see this thing get finished. So if I can remember where I'm going for the most part here, because this is a beta track and it does take a little bit to figure out the track and know where you're supposed to be going at all times, and this is a really big and floaty tabletop. That's big. And this seems like it might become like almost a quarter pipe jump or something, like if you stick a ramp, like, oops, wrong way. Like if you stick a ramp like right here, it seems like you can almost quarter pipe hit this and then like come back down. That almost seems like it's going to become that. I don't know if it is, but if that becomes a quarter pipe hit, that would be insane. Like that would just instantly best track of all time just because of that. It would be the only racing track in Reflex that has a quarter pipe in it, and that'd be something to be extremely unique and probably set us apart for quite a long time. This is its own thing, and I don't think anybody else would ever actually come close to doing that. So I think the only other quarter pipe that's even in the game at all is in the L167 compound, and that's not really a racing part, it's a freestyle thing. If this isn't a racing track, that'd be really cool. Maybe some interesting ways you could try and go about that to get the fastest time, and be interesting lines coming into it. But anyways, this nice little bank here. This track does ride really well for a beta track, I gotta say. I like it. I got some hip jumps right here, which not sure why you'd have that. You don't need that little launch ramp to be quite as wide as that. Like, yeah, depending on how you do it, you could. That's a nice little like dragon's back launch into the hip jump. But I'd hit that really bad. But I guess depending on riding styles and what line you want to go in, you could actually just you could potentially need it to be that wide. I usually don't go that wide on the ramps, but I think somebody did. I can't remember the name of the person I was racing with in the live stream, but they went pretty wide on those ramps, so I guess it does need to be that wide. I guess there could potentially be some berms popping up somewhere in here, so that would probably help with the turns a little bit, but they're not 100% necessary, so you can get through the flat bits of it pretty easily. Nice little loop section. And I like these dragon's back launches, they're different. This track is, it's just something about it just feels different than everything else, and I like it. Ooh. That wall's a little bit rough to try and use trying to rail the wall there. Crap, I can't English. I like this little hip jump there. That's something that's different. I love all these hip jumps, and initially I was gonna say, oh god, I hate all these stupid ruts in this track. I don't like people that put them there. But now after putting down quite a few laps, actually I like those ruts being there because it's just one part of the. I like that how it's a part of the track. It's a little bit it's different than the rest of it, and you have to actually be careful through there, or you could go down if you're not good. I like those ruts there. It just adds a little bit more of a challenge. So it's not just a double. It's actually something. I don't know. I like those ruts there. That was a great idea putting them there, creator person, if you're watching right now. Just do a backflip over the floaty tabletop for style points. Just try and wheelie through some hoops, which I never really seem to get a decent rhythm line through here, but I do manage to make it through in reasonable amounts of time every single time, or every lap. Just try and like triple that, and then just like double or just try and, what's the word, blitz the rest of it. That's not really a hip jump, but you gotta kind of scrub to the right a little bit harder than normal right there. can imagine there could also potentially be a berm right there, and then there's like that little awkward tabletop, which I don't really know what to call that, but I don't know what to call that thing. It's just brain fart. Got another hip jump coming up. Eventually you'll get some really deep ruts torn into these ramps, and I like that, so you can just grab the ruts to get through here quicker. It's really hard to actually try and scrub those dragons back, so you kind of just have to slow down a little bit for it. Yeah. Wait, did this not... The only thing I remember is this finish line here is like in a spot you would not expect it to be. Where's the finish line? Is it this? Maybe, I think? Possibly. No, it's one of these smaller tabletops back here. Not tabletops, it's a smaller rolling step-up, I guess. I guess they're sort of step-up doubles. Yeah, that one's the finish line. Eventually I will be able to build up some berms here, and you eventually, after like a good 6-7 laps with more than one person, you can just completely tear down the whoops until it's just flat. Oh, that's actually... I like that little like step on, step off type thing. It's different. I like that, how he did that. Got nice little like dragons back down. And that wall, I've gone outside that wall quite a few times because I hit that with too much speed. Okay, on the brakes and try and square up that turn there. And that's that hip jump for the most part. It's not too difficult, but if you don't know what's coming, you might have some issues landing that. Just get out of those ruts. No, we have not had issues crashing in the ruts yet. They're just there trying to keep you cautious, and so you can't land it at weird angles. I like the ruts there. Like that little rut pit. It's a good idea. If you could like somehow put water in there with the ruts, that would be really cool. I just don't know if it's actually possible to put water in custom tracks. Is it? I've never seen anybody put water in tracks before. At least I don't think I've seen people put water in custom tracks. If you could, that'd be really awesome. I don't know if there's any possible way for people to do that or not. Alright. There we go. Triple. And try and triple again. And just single out. I'd say it's single because those are my opinion. I think those are just whoops. I think that's almost a quad there, but whatever. It was lean back and cruise on through. And then this is what you guys almost scrub forward, almost cut to the inside. Not almost cut, you have to cut to the inside a little bit much on that jump right there to stay in the track. I'm gonna try and slow him down for this. I still don't know what to call it. Like I guess it's a tabletop, there's like a dip right before it. I imagine like that's what I would think would be the finish line jump right there, but it's not. It's kinda weird that way, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter where the finish line is. And just try slowing down for the dragons back here. Yep, that's how you're supposed to hit that. I like these hip jumps, so that's something different that I haven't really seen on any other tracks. If there may be a couple, I can't think of any right now that have the hip jumps, and I like that in tracks. It's something different. I like it. It's nice little whoops. I guess those whoops could be a little bit deeper, I guess. So maybe that you can't just lean back and cruise through it so easily. So they don't really affect you all too much. I got a nice little double. Okay, 226.08. Let's try and beat that. I'm not going to be doing all 10 laps, by the way, or I could. I'll probably do... This is what, the third lap I'm on right now? I'll probably do this, and then I'll cut back into first person, do a couple laps in first person, and then I'll call it a day. It just sounds like this KTM's exhaust on this bike, this exhaust pipe is just like completely exposed. There's no plastic covering it. It's kind of cool. And apparently this Glen Helen gear, I was talking to some people, this Glen Helen gear that I've got on right now is supposedly going to be released to the public, I think around a month, maybe, with a gear. There's supposed to be going to be like a whole gear pack coming out soon, I think. It might not be, it might be shorter than a month. It's for some reason I'm thinking, I might be getting the whole month thing mixed up with something else coming out. Not sure if I am, but anyway, this Glen Helen gear is supposedly going to be coming out to the public in a reasonable amount of time as part of the Fox gear pack, I think. Pretty sure that's what I was told. Pretty sure. Oop, there we go. And let's just backflip the big tabletop, because why not? You gotta get style points in, right? Alright, do some more whoops. Got like a double there and triple here. And try and triple again. Perfect. Then we're just gonna like single out over some more whoops. I'm just gonna triple that. Was that triple or quad? I don't know. And then we're just gonna keep leaning back and cruising through here and hopefully not crash. Let's grab that little rut I have carved out there to like triple that. Ooh, let's get back on the track. I do like how you can like, it's pretty clear where you've gone before, and eventually you are able to start grabbing your ruts that have been there after just a few laps, so you can get faster times. Just try and scrub that a little bit, and then we're coming in some hip jumps, which I'm trying to grab that rut right there. I slowed down for that a little bit more than I should have, but that's okay. Since Dragon's back, you gotta watch out for it, so you can hit that thing too. There you go. That's how you want to hit that. That's how you want to get that Dragon's back. That's pretty good. Get another double. Another like miniature hip jump double. Some pretty shallow whoops, which aren't really too difficult to get through. Okay, I almost got taken out by my own rut there. Then we got these two doubles here, and I think this one's the finish line. Nope. This one's the finish line. Yep, there. Alright, let's do lap in first person, see if I can beat 226. Alright. Oh. Ooh. Okay, I went a little bit wider. I'm gonna slow check up just a little, and the speed just a little bit for this section. Try and like, I guess that was like a single double type thing. I'm not exactly sure what to call that. Probably should figure that out at some point. Triple. Double out. I guess you can call that a double because it's kind of just you're jumping over a dip to flat, and I forgot that you have to whip to the left there. So one thing with a hip jump, a lot of times I forget to do that. Into the ruts, let's try not to go down. Okay, we didn't go down there. That's good. Got some shallow rollers or whoops. Big double. We got another reasonably sized double, and then we got another reasonably sized double right there, which I should not have tried to scrub at all. I scrubbed up, literally. Alright. Another double. No, it's not really a tabletop, never mind. And big floating, I guess I'm going to call that a tabletop for now. I don't really know what to call that, because it's more than just a tabletop, because there's like weird other things. It's not just a flat tabletop, there's like stuff on it. I guess you could try and get some different lines through, but I like how it's not flat tabletop, so there are other lines there. I guess if you're on like a 125 or something, and you struggle to make it over everything. The struggle is real! Yeah, no, we're not going to backflip this jump for style points, because that's going to end badly. And let's just keep cruising on through here. Real good and steady. Scrub! Okay, there. Did not scrub too badly there. Just keep the throttle on, and let's actually check up the throttle a little bit here to try and clear that in a reasonable manner instead of just rocketing off over it. And then we got the bay, but I'm just going to keep calling the finish line jump there, because that's what it seems like it would be. Alright, got some hip jumps. We can grab that rut to the inside. There we go, that was landed pretty smoothly. I love these hip jumps, it's different. I haven't really seen anything like that in other tracks, and I overshot that one as usual. I is scrub. Got a nice double through there. Like hip jump type thing, which you can kind of just cut out there, because the tracks, I guess it's good tracks and beta, and there are quite a few places you can cut the track to get faster laps, but I'm not going to cut the track, because what's the fun of cutting the track? Okay, it just kills the fun. Seriously, what's the point then? Ooh, nice little scrub there. Alright, let's get into some whoops. Alright, let's see if we can do this correctly this time. Double over the dragon's back. Step on. Okay, I aired that a little bit further than I wanted to. Step off. Cut that a little bit short there, but that's okay. Keep on the gas. Hit that wall. Keep us in. That was pretty good through there. Now triple and then just double out, right? And into the berm. Nope, that was bad. Ooh, that was slow motion. Not sure why I'm going in slow motion. That was weird. That was interesting. What was up with the slow motion there? Don't know why that happens with reflex. So should not be any thermal throttling right now, but that almost seems like what it's doing. Should not be though, because I'm not running it any. Make sure the temperature thing opened up right now, because it seems to happen a lot when I record. And I'm not having thermal issues. I'm running at 60 degrees right now, so yeah. Okay, I overshot that one just a little bit. That's okay though. Double here, and we're coming into the massive tabletop, which I'm just gonna backflip kiss of death for. Nope, super cam. I lied. And we're just gonna completely miss that into a backside eat shit slide, right? And a little bit high on that little wall type thing right there. Ooh, triple, yes. Triple, oh yes. And single out, yay. Okay, so that was good. Yeah, that's a quad right there. And then I'm just gonna double. I guess that's a double. Cut to the inside there, and the bike was to get a little bit too flat with the ground there, which is why it did not want to work. So I think I'm going to finish up this lap and probably call this it. I like this, my closing opinions of this track. Right now it rides pretty nicely. I'd love to see if that becomes a quarter pipe. That would be pretty fucking awesome. If there's ways to, I like that little rut section, that's cool. That little like jump into the ruts, or if there's ways to like add some logs into the rut section or something to make it even more more difficult. Like just literally plop down some logs or some other crap in there to make it just harder in general to get through there, so you have to be careful and skillful maneuvering through that little rut dip. So that there's... Actually, I'll just go around the track till I get to it so you can see what I'm talking about in case you don't get it. Like there's a little jump into the rut section. There are like logs in there or something else to make it a little bit more treacherous to get through. That'd be really cool. So it's sort of like just one little gap there where if you're not careful you will go down and you will lose your position. That'd be pretty cool. Can't wait to see this track get finished. Person who made this, I look forward to seeing any of your future tracks, because I think this is made by the same person that made the ATV track, and both of these tracks are a ton of fun in my opinion. So cannot wait to see what else he does in the future. I'm really excited for this. Yeah, I said I was going to do this as the last lap, but I guess I'm just going to keep going. Do one more lap. Okay, I think this is the hip jump, right? Yep, there it is. You gotta cut to the left a little bit there, or you're not gonna make that. This is what I'm talking about, like right here, if you could like somehow jump down and have some log piles in here, that would be pretty cool. Or it's like, not log piles, have a couple logs thrown down there. You got another double. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, like, see it right here, that before, I think it was Motank or Stallion Fire pointed this out, that you probably, before this track gets released, the thing about the whole digging up grass thing when you put ruts in the track should probably be fixed, because that people could end up laughing at that. Ooh. But that's probably a thing that should be fixed. But honestly, I'm not gonna tear down anybody if their textures aren't good. Cause in my opinion, all I care about, as long as the track rides good, that's all I really care about. So this track rides really good. I love it. Ooh. Okay, it's quad. Wheelie through this and try and double out. Okay, that was moderate shit. Ooh, triple. Yeah, I always had issues with my bike being too flat when I come through there. That's my downfall. Ooh, bump. Alright, let's finish this lap up and I'll call it a video, because I said I was going to do one more. Ooh, I said I was going to end it up last lap, but I lied, so, thanks for sticking around if you didn't just click out as soon as I said I'm going to end it. Ooh, scrub that. There we go. Alright, let's try and go a little bit... Okay, I cut the track there, that was my fault. So let's try and go a little bit wider on this, and I ended up cutting the track. Oop, nope, don't want to wheelie. Wheelie's death. Alright, let's try not to shoot off the track. No, I did not scrub that off to the inside enough, so I went off the track there. That's completely my fault. Alright, let's come across these nice little miniature double, like almost pit-like jumps. And I think the next one should be the finish line, right? Yep, there you go. That's going to be it for now. I am the typical white guy, atypical white guy, stereotypical white guy, that white guy. I think I've covered all the white guys, but I'm a white guy, and I will see you in the next video.